Hello and welcome to my channel, Blythewood Arts. In today's video, I'm doing a sketch of Space Ghost, and I'm doing it kind of more from when he was doing a little kind of talk show type thing from Space Ghost Coast to Coast. So, with him being a mainly kind of white character, what I wanted to do was put him on a tone tan paper to try and make him stand out just a little bit more. So I started off using kind of another sketchbook to try and figure out the pose, and then on this one I used my Pilot Color Eno soft blue mechanical pencil to go ahead and do a rough sketch out. That way I could always just kind of play with it before I started to ink it. And then after that I came back with my Faber-Castell Fit Artist markers to go ahead and start the outline and the inking of it. And then I decided to do a box outlay with my Sharpie. After I get all of the inking kind of roughly done, I come back with that kneaded eraser to erase my sketch marks, that way they're not left over and still kind of causing issues. And then I start to put in a base layer using my Copic Sketch alcohol-based markers. This is just so that I can get mainly a rough idea of what colors will be where, and then also get a base layer for everything coming in. One thing I've noticed is that the tan paper kind of makes the markers look a little bit more dull. So in this case, with Space Ghost being more of a bright character, I was going to do the base layer with the alcohol-based markers and then actually come back with some colored pencils to see if I can bring kind of all the brightness of the colors back into it. So what you can see is I go through color his desk, color him, and then I was trying to go for more of a space look behind him. So you'll see me kind of come in with multiple different colors and kind of do a little bit of a patchy color job where it looks a little bit irregular. I start off with a light blue, then kind of move to a darker blue, and then I go to a light gray, and it just doesn't really have the look that I want. So I come back to a little bit of purple, seeing how that does. And after putting down this gray, I go over the entire thing with a darker purple, and I seem to, that kind of looks a little bit more space-like to me. So you'll see me come back in just a minute with my purple marker and go over everything to try and blend it all together, but also give it a little bit more of kind of that space kind of texture without just being black and white. Because again, I mean, Space Ghost mask is black, so I don't want it to be just black and white. So here you can start to see where I'm coming back in with my Faber-Castell Polychromos pencils to go ahead and start adding that brightness to the colors. But before I do that, whenever you're inking, it doesn't seem like any of my pens do as well when I'm trying to ink over the color pencil. So I go ahead and come back in and try and redo and freshen up some of the lines, make them a little bit bolder, put thicker lines on the shadow side, and then come back to finish using the colored pencils. And you can see right away the white colored pencil on the tone tan seems to pop a lot more, especially when I'm comparing it to kind of the more basic color gray that I was going with, the Natural Gray Zero. Now one thing is, with doing it on doing color pencil over the marker, I did do a little bit of shading with the markers, and you can see that using the colored pencils kind of blends over that, and you lose that sharpness with it, with the tone and things like that. So you have to kind of come back and do your own tone if you want that. I did end up just kind of leaving it flat because with him being a little bit more of the traditional cartoon type, he doesn't really show a lot of shadows, especially when he was on Coast to Coast. So then you can now see me go back in and start trying to work on the space scene a little bit, using a little bit more of those blues and purples to try and make it a little bit more space, make it look not necessarily black and white, and give him a little bit of diversity behind him. as well as coming back in with some stars. Well, that's pretty much how I do it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, please hit the like button. If you'd like to see more, click the subscribe button. Feel free to leave in the comments below who your favorite cartoon characters were kind of growing up, superhero characters. And feel free to tell me what you'd like to see me draw next. I hope you enjoy the video. Thank you.